Welcome everyone to another Results Now webinar. This one's called Give 'em Some Lip. What kind of title is that? We're broadcasting live from our virtual studios here north of Atlanta, Georgia, in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains. And our topic today is, in fact, Give 'em Some Lip, 7 reasons to absolutely, positively publish your content on LinkedIn Publishing now for more prospects and profits. Whew, what a long title. And I meant to start with this. Darn. You know what? I'm going to start over for the recording. There we go. So just bear with me. Never before, folks, in our history has it been easier to make a difference and make a profit. And this is one of the best ways to do it. Seriously, think about what we have access to. Everything online, with all the ways to do things, with all the way to get our message out there and make a difference and make a profit. It's never been easier. What could possibly be your excuse? And what you're going to learn in this webinar is an opportunity that's still huge. Many people don't know about it, and those that do not do it well. And we're going to take care of both of those for you. So our topic today is Give 'em Some Lip. Welcome to a brand new Results Now webinar, folks. 7 reasons to absolutely positively publish your content on LinkedIn Publishing. Now for more prospects and profits. Whew, what a long title. This is Jeff Herring, and we are broadcasting live from our virtual studios here, north of Atlanta, Georgia, in the foothills of the North Georgia mountains. And I'm so glad you're here. Buckle in. We're going to be bouncing back and forth between the slides and the computer screen to show you exactly how to do these things. And I think you're going to love it. I'm excited about bringing these tips to you. Have a couple sponsors as always. One of them is Niall Nichols and my Social Content Insider Circle, which you will be invited into at the end of this show. If and only if I deliver on all my promises, and I will check with you and see if I did. And of course, we always have a charity sponsor. This one is Lighthouse Family Retreat, local organization here in Atlanta that brings families in from all over the world who are living through childhood cancer. And we take them on a retreat for a week in which they don't have to do anything. We take care of everything. We clean their rooms. We make their bed. We feed them. We entertain them. They just get to be a family for a week. And my youngest son, Caleb, and I volunteered last summer and fell in love with it, and we're doing it again this year. A portion of everything that comes in from this webinar will go to that organization. So later on, when you invest in yourself, you're also investing in helping families living through childhood cancer. So that's a pretty cool thing. All right, so here's what we're going to cover today. Why you must get your content on LinkedIn Publishing now. How to get LinkedIn to promote. Check this out, folks. Look up here now. Pay attention. This is cool. How to get LinkedIn to promote your content to hundreds of thousands of prospects with 6-figure incomes. 7 reasons to get your content on LinkedIn Publishing now. How to create compelling multimedia content on LIP, short for LinkedIn Publishing. I look at my dashboard on LinkedIn Publishing as a canvas where I'm creating content art that is compelling for people and has them wind up wanting to do business with me. It's a beautiful thing. Also going to show you how to, well, I just said that, the compelling multimedia. And then we're going to walk you through your next success steps. Plus, oops, that is not correct. This is the beautiful thing about doing these ways. Now I can say social marketing. Genius tip. Correct an error right in front of you. And like all our events, much, much more. So let's get the show on the road. So why now? At last count, there are 467 million LinkedIn members. Now, before I go through the rest of these statistics and what they mean for you, I do not consider myself a LinkedIn expert. Okay, I use it, but I am not an expert at LinkedIn. My partner and good friend Niall Nichols is. He's taught He's taught LinkedIn stuff about LinkedIn. I am an expert, though, on LinkedIn publishing and how to use that for more prospects and profits, and that's what we'll be focused on today. Okay. Now, the average income of LinkedIn members is 6 figures or above. Okay. Now, how many other social media platforms do you think that's true of, where the average income of users is 6 figures or above? Take a guess in the Q&A. How many other social media platforms? That's right, Candy. Boom, 0. Carol says 0. You're right too. And Vicky says none. You guys are all right. Yep, it is the only one whose average income of members is 6 figures or above. Good group of people to be in front of. Now, LinkedIn publishing allows you to put your content out there. And people have heard about how you have to do all this long form stuff in thousands of words. Listen, 76.3%, that's pretty precise. 76.3% of content is under 1,000 words. I'm going to show you some today that's under 100 that I do. It's part of what makes it the Wild West and really good for you to get in on. Now, here's the one I love the most. More LinkedIn publishing members, readers, consumers, clink? Sure. Let me start that one over. More LinkedIn publishing members click through to your website than any other social media platform too. Okay. So for the people that are consuming your content, the percentage of those that click through to your website or wherever you're sending them is higher than any other social media site. That's just a couple of the most reasons you guys really want to get in front of this now. Okay. Again, not a lot of people know about this platform. Not a lot of people know the power of it. And those that do aren't doing it well. So again, my goal today is to remedy both of those situations for you, help you to know about it and help you to use it well. Okay. So, Candy, I'm not sure what you're asking there. All right. So we're going to go through those 7 reasons and incorporate everything we've talked about. All right. The number one reason that you want to get involved in this now, okay, is basically what LinkedIn publishing is a combination of blogging and social media. When you create content on LinkedIn publishing, and I'm going to show you how to get there and what the URL is, and show you how to create one of these and how to get a domain forwarded right to this. Okay, it displays it this way. It looks like a website, doesn't it? And there's no other distractions either. Okay, it's just your stuff, so people can look at all your stuff, scroll, and see all the different kind of things you have to offer. And it gives you a readout of how many people have seen it, how many people have liked it, how many people are commenting. It is a beautiful thing, Vicky. Now, one of the things that you want to do, I have a domain name called articlesbyjeff.com. You can go look at it right now, articlesbyjeff.com, and it takes you to this screen in LinkedIn publishing for me. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute, what URL that you go to. Okay. Now, if you want to go get one of those, and I highly recommend that you do, articles by your name or your first name and last name, or content by, or great content by, and forward here, because that's how I, in conversations out in the world, out in real life, IRL, on webinars when I'm interviewed, teleseminars, podcasts, radio, TV, everything, I always give this out for people to go check it out. Why? It's a list builder. Every single one of these has a way to join one part of my list, and you can do the same thing. Now, here's the deal. You can go to GoDaddy and buy one of those buy you that name. Okay. All right. Vicky's got articles by Vicky. Thanks to me. Thank you, Vicky. Appreciate that. Good action taker. You can go to GoDaddy and get a domain like that and pay $14 and get really good support and really good customer service. Or you can go to resultsnowdomains.com. That's resultsnowdomains.com, which is my GoDaddy reseller account. Get the exact same support, the exact same questions answered, the exact same help, and only spend $10. Totally up to you. If you want GoDaddy to get all the money, go give them 14 bucks. If you want me to get a little tiny piece, go spend 10 bucks at resultsnow.com. I'm sorry, resultsnowdomains.com. All right, so that is reason number one. It turns into a blog. All right, so let me go on to the site and show you some stuff, okay? Now, here's that same exact thing that I showed you, but now we are on my GoDaddy, not my GoDaddy, my LinkedIn publishing site. And you can see that people can just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and see all this different content. Now, the question becomes, well, aren't you giving away the store with all this content? No, not when you do it the way I do it and the way I teach it. You don't have to do that. June's saying she's got articles by June.com and got lots of activity from it. Yeah, absolutely. Good job, June. Okay, now, what I want you to notice up here is the URL. Okay, and I'm going to copy and paste it and put it in the chat. All right, so you can do the same thing. You have a URL like this on your LinkedIn site once you start getting some content up there. All right, the only thing you got to replace is after the last / where it says the Jeff Herring. Okay. Now you can use this one if you want and send all your traffic to me. I wouldn't mind that at all, but I'd prefer that you change the name and send it to you. Okay. And so you can click on one of these, and there you go. There's an article. Okay, about how to add, very short article, isn't it? How to add one character to your subject line to get them opened more. All right. Now, another cool thing, we're going to call it reason number 2. Some of you that have been around a while and remember Ezine articles and other places like that know that it could take days, and if you're new, maybe weeks, to get your article approved. If you do guest blogging, people collect those and publish them later. Okay? If you've got an article coming out on lots of sites, it comes out later. Guess how quickly your stuff on LinkedIn Publishing comes out? Right away, as soon as you hit publish. Okay? So, how in the world do you do that, Jeff? Well, let's take a look. Okay? Now, again, I am not a LinkedIn expert. Niall is. I'm the LinkedIn publishing expert. LinkedIn is going through a lot of changes and revamping. Okay? Currently, this is how you get to the platform to create articles. Okay? So you go to your site, go to your feed, and there's a little button here that says write an article. Up here it says share an article, photo, or update. That's doing an update in your platform. Okay? Write an article takes you to LinkedIn Publishing. Watch. Okay? And you have a new draft. You get to do a header and a headline and all kinds of cool stuff here that I'm going to show you as we go through here. Hey, what's really, really cool is you get immediate acceptance. So you can go from idea to published online in a half hour. Okay? You can go from idea to published online to people opting in that same 30 minutes plus 31 minutes. As quick as you get stuff up there, people start jumping on it. Okay? Now, here is something super cool in reason number 3. Because reason number 3 is LinkedIn promotes your stuff. All right? When you're first starting out, once your content, it can be text, video, all kinds of things. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay? Once you get 500 or more views, they will actively promote your article on LinkedIn. And they're already doing that all the time. They're promoting all the articles on there. The more views you get, the more you get promoted. Once you reach past 500, the magic number is 500 in the beginning, they'll promote it heavily to your niche. Okay. So however many of those 467 million people that are on LinkedIn that are part of your niche get over 500 views, and your article, your content is going to be promoted. Now, here's a little insider bonus tip to raise your views ethically and have people thank you for it. Okay. Whenever you create a new article, new piece of content over here, email your list community and say, hey, just uploaded a great piece of content for you all about blah, 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 blah. Here's the link. Go check it out. And your numbers increase. Now, once you've done that a few times, it doesn't have to be at 500. They start seeing you as somebody with influence. And like this one was sent around to everybody, and it only had 297 only. Only 297 people clicking on my links. Okay. So LinkedIn wants your stuff out there. They promote it within their site. They promote it heavy. Okay. When your views increase. Excellent question. Karen, I want to answer that as we go. Okay. Now, so we've looked at it. Number one, it's really a blog and a social media cross. Number two, you get immediate acceptance. Number three, LinkedIn promotes your stuff as your views increase. Now, let's move on to number four, and I'm going to show you how to do some things, including answer your question, Karen. So number four is when you're creating your content, one of the first things you get to do, and this draws more eyeballs, is you get to start with a header graphic. All right. So let's look at, not there, let's look over here at this article that I used the header graphic from for the slide. All right. So let's start breaking this down. You get to have a header graphic. Every bit of research on anything online now, especially in social media, updates on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, anywhere. If you have a header graphic or any kind of graphic, it's going to get paid attention to more. Okay. The header graphic is what attracts people in. June, they total all your views of that one article. Not all your views from all your articles, just that one article for the 500 plus. Okay. And you can put a caption now underneath the graphic with a little notice to people and hashtags, which brings in more folks. Okay. And so here's the title. Add one character to your subject lines, question mark. Now you want your titles to be between 6 and 8 words. They get picked up more. The brain just is attracted to that amount of characters. Okay. Except for those of you that live in huge cities like me where there's 4 or 5 area codes, right? How many characters are in the typical phone number, right? 7. So 7 characters in a title is a good thing. Okay. And then it has this little thing here, helping online entrepreneurs go further faster. And then starts your content. Okay. So the point of this particular number 4, is this header graphic is very, very important. Okay. Now I'll show you some examples of them. Where do we go here? Here we go. Okay. I'll get into the difference in content here in a little bit. Now, the next natural question is where. Yeah, you can use hashtags now on LinkedIn, like I showed you there, Marty. Ed, I knew that was coming. That's why I was just getting ready to answer that question before I even saw it. Awesome. Thank you, Dennis. He just signed up for Articles by Dennis over at Results Now Domains. It's fast and easy. Yeah, it sure is. Good job. Appreciate that. And you get all the great GoDaddy support for $4 less. Okay. 2 great places to get header graphics. Okay. One is free, one is for fee. Okay. The fee one, this is where I get most of my stuff. Okay. Well, actually, there's 3 places. I'll tell you another one too. So 2 are free and 1 is fee. Okay, the fee one is presentermedia.com. That's presentermedia.com. For the first year, it's $54, not a month, a year. Okay, with great graphics. Okay. Um, Now, and every year after the first one is only 48. Okay, and for everybody you refer there, you get an extra month. So it's a good deal over there. Now, the other place I get a lot of these that's free is Pixabay. Pixabay. Pixabay.com. Pixabay.com. All kinds of great free graphics over there. And the third place I'll get them, Thomas loves Presenter Media and uses them often. Yep. Thanks. And Michael's also recommending Pexels and Morgafile. I'll list those in the follow-up replay for this later under your resources. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. Okay. Quote R. QU. Let me make sure I'm spelling this right for you. And of course, the moment I'm using my phone, somebody wants to call me. Stop. I believe it's QUOTR. Yeah, QUOTR. It's a phone app, where you can get great pictures and great quotes. That's just where this one's from. That's where this one's from. That's where this one's from. And then you can use another app called Typorama. You can add a watermark there. And so great source of header graphics. Now, that's not the only place you can use graphics. I'm going to show you that as we roll into reason number 5 to do this now. LinkedIn publishing is still very, very much the wild, wild west. Very few restrictions. There are no restrictions on length of content. Okay, you get approved right away. It is a playground. I think of it as my canvas to put my content art on. Lynn says she's used Presenter Media for years and love them. Super customer service as well. Yeah, I've had great luck with them. Now let me show you what I mean by this being the Wild West. First, I'm going to show you some samples, and then I'm going to show you how to create one. Okay? So, again, here's my setup with all my stuff. All right, now, one of the things that you can do, this is a very small piece of content. Examine the past, but don't live in it. My little watermark, I did not say that, but that's not my quote. On Quoter, if somebody's name is in here for the quote, I put it in there. This one didn't have one. Okay, so good day, so glad you're here. And then some hashtags. Jeff's daily go use this stuff quote 2/14/17. So this was yesterday, and I do a new one of these every day. So this title, all I got to change is the date, which is nice, right? And so I just make an observation on this quote. Our cars make this very clear, don't they? All you got to do is compare the rearview mirror and the windshield, right? And the different sizes, right? So this is new content that I put in. That's the entire content, folks. And then this is, I put in a lot of these. If you find these daily quotes helpful, it'd be really cool if you'd share them with others. If you'd like to get my daily go use this stuff marketing updates, and there's 2 links, the link here and the link here. Okay, so that's a small piece of content that you can do. I'm going to take you on a tour here, a Wild West tour of different pieces of content you can do. Okay, here's one. It's more of an article, a little bit longer, but not much longer, right? Now, here's another article. You can see all the daily quote stuff. This one's getting a little bit longer. It's got steps in it. Okay? Who'd have thunk it? This one's even a little bit longer. Yep, Gene, under the header graphic, you can add hashtags. 3 types of profitable content. 1, 2, 3. 7 words, right? 7 characters. Okay. So the 3 types of content. And now here's 2 places where they're being invited to do 2 things. I'm doing 2 things here, folks. Make it a little bit bigger for you. Okay. People go here and join the list of folks that get the daily go use this stuff marketing update. Okay. People go here and they go buy the custom content wizard. Okay. So you can sell. Not only can you sell directly from here, you should. Write that down. Not only can you sell from here, you should. When I first started doing this a couple years ago, I was watching this one guy. Every one of his calls to action was to a small little book he had over on Kindle. And one of the nice things about LinkedIn is it made it easy to communicate with him. And I caught up with him and I said, roughly what do you do? Income from that. Tens of thousands of dollars from that $10 book. Because people ascend into coaching programs and other stuff of his, all coming in through something like you're looking at right now. Does that make sense? Does that get you excited? Do you see why I say you need to get doing this now? Okay, give me a yay or nay in the Q&A. Come on, get excited with me. Very exciting, says Carol. Yeah, it sure is. Holy guacamole, says Gene. Now you guys are getting into it. All right. Yes, says Thomas. I like that. All right. So let's scroll further. Here's some stories I told. Let's see. Let me show you. Okay, here's a longer one. 9 ways to repurpose your content today. All right. So look, here's a graphic checklist that people get to look at right away. I'm going to show you how to do all of this in just a minute. Okay. And then I'm selling one of my checklists. Now I'm going to go over this particular type twice. Once to illustrate the Wild West and then once to illustrate something else. And I believe, yep, here we go. So 726 views, pretty cool. 5 clicks to go live on Facebook. Now, what you'll see here, header graphic, title. Back then they didn't let you put a caption underneath there. Okay. And here's some text content, right? But look what's next. Here's a video, okay, about 5 simple clicks to go live on Facebook Live. So you click this link and look at there. There's a nice little video playing right from YouTube. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm creating a web. There's a web created here between LinkedIn publishing articles and YouTube. And it's a really cool thing to do. Okay, let me go over here we'll go to Facebook for a second. Okay, just to show you that this works, over 4,000 views of this particular video on on YouTube. And if you look in the description, there's all kind of links. And you can go all the way back to the article from here, right? Now, as you scroll down, here you can read, this is a link. Now, here's the other thing I want you to learn here. You can put links all over your content, sending them other places, doing an early call to action. So here's a link that's taken them to an entire article about live video, not just about Facebook, but an entire article. And it's got Periscope Blab when it existed and Facebook Live. Okay. Guess what? Each one of these graphics is a clickable link. If you click on this one, it takes you to that particular video article and then all these other places too. Okay. See the web I build with these? And then here's an opt-in page. at golivesecrets.com, where you can get a free video about how to go live. In the same article, you can get mine and Mike Stewart's Live Video Secrets course. Okay, so I'm showing you this to show you all the different kind of stuff you can do. Sandy, oh yeah, opened up a huge opportunity here. Love it. Yep, absolutely. Okay, it's okay if you don't have stuff to market and sell yet. Karen, you can still create this cross promotion and build your list community that way while you're quickly getting your products created. All right, so now continuing with our Wild West theme. Again, you're going from here on your LinkedIn profile where it says write an article, click on this link, you wind up here. All right, so you click that button and you go get a graphic. So I'm going to go find a graphic. And then you have choices with it. You can make it huge like this, or you can make it smaller like this. You can also, as you notice, this one's kind of big, you can write on it. You can put the title right there in the graphic too, okay? And then what's this one about? 3 profitable ways to repurpose. Okay, so you can put in the caption, welcome to repurposing heaven. And then you can put in your appropriate hashtags like repurposing, right? All right, then you're going to do your headline. Okay, what was it here? 3 profitable ways to repurpose your content. Anybody notice how many characters are in that title? Yep, 7. There you go, Ryan. Yeah, it's an ETM strategy. Good memory. All right, so we've done that much. We've got the header graphic. I mean, that's going to make people go, what the heck is that, right? Got to find out what that is. Your little caption, hashtags, title. Okay, now, here comes the really cool part. Here's where you start writing, all right? If all you want to do is just write, you don't have to do anything. You just, other than start typing. Now, see this magic little box here to the left? Everybody see that? See if I can make it a little bit bigger for you. Everybody see that box? Give me a yes or no, please. Thomas, this graphic came from Presenter Media, but you can get them all those different places, and you just copy and paste it. Okay, you got it? All right, you see the little box? Yep, okay, good. This is the magic box, because when you click on the magic box, this happens, where you can add an image, video, slides, like from SlideShare, links, and then snippets, HTML snippets, okay? So let's go get an image to add here. These are all saved on my desktop, so we'll go get one. Get one that would definitely attract attention. That would that would attract attention, but I'm not going to use it. Here, I'll do this just for my friend Candy. We'll put this one in here. There we go. And again, you can make it. You can do a lot of things with this. It's big right now. You can make it smaller. You can put it over here and write on this side. You can put it over here and write on this side. Okay. You can make it huge. I like it a little bit smaller. Okay. So graphics for each of your points. Okay. And then you click below it, and there's that magic little button again. Okay. Press that little magic box. You want to put a video in? Okay. Let's hop over to YouTube. And let's go get that link. Okay. Copy that link. YouTube, Vine, Vimeo. Pop it in there. hit enter, and there's a video that plays right in your content. See what I mean by this is your canvas where you can create this incredible content art? And then there's your magic button again. You could put slides in here from SlideShare. Okay, you could do a whole webinar replay here with slides. Now, let's say that I've come over here and I said, okay, click here to whatever. Okay, and I want to make that a clickable link. Couple of ways to do it. Okay, you do like this. Come up here and click on that and enter the URL. Okay. Or you can put any link you want in here. Okay. Watch this. You can link out to your Twitter, to your Instagram. Let's do that. Okay. Hit enter. Hit enter. It's fighting me for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, that's another thing you can do. It must know I'm doing a training. So there, I got rid of that. And over here, you can put snippets of code. You can put embed code. One of the things I like to do is when people do, yeah, there is really a lot of potential here, Mickey and Ed. What I like to do is go get code or a link from Twitter. When people say good things over on Twitter, they're called tweetimonials, tweets and testimonials. You can put them right here. I mean, there is just so much you can do here, right? And now let's say this was a call to action, and I'm going to send them to a welcome page on my blog where they can get the daily go use this stuff marketing update. Okay, so jeffherring.com/welcome, apply. Okay, so now that's a clickable link, and always cool to have a graphic of where you're sending them, right? Get a little eye candy rocking here. So you're going over to where your graphics are, and as I scroll up here, where is that little booger? It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Because I've seen it and used it yesterday. Come on, don't let me down now. Don't let me down. Where'd it go? All right, I'm missing it. So instead of that, I'll put in a picture of my kids and I. Okay? And it's taking a little bit of time because it knows I'm demoing, and we're also on GoToWebinar. Yeah, the ease of use is great. Yeah, it would have brought up the Instagram account if that would have done right. So I'm going to make it smaller. But let's say this was a clickable link of where I wanted them to go to opt in for something. Okay, watch this. Okay. You highlight that graphic. You go up here. You type in a URL. You hit apply. And now this is a clickable link that will take you to my website when it's published. Okay. When you are ready to publish, okay, you come up here, you check everything out. You can save drafts over here, start a new article, et cetera, et cetera. You hit publish. Who'd have thunk it? Okay. Now, What's going to happen when you hit publish is two things. One, you can have it show up automatically, okay, automatically in your LinkedIn feed that everybody sees, so they're being directed to your article, okay. I usually put, something from the article in there and a hashtag or two, not a 3, a hashtag. Repurposing, okay. 1 R in the beginning is usually sufficient, Jeff, okay. And then I would hit publish, okay. Now I don't want to do that because this is just it'd look kind of goofy because what's going on here? It's just a way of showing you stuff. Now, let's say I wanted to make this a quote. Come up here to quote, and it becomes a quote with a little bracket there. Okay, so you can center quotes. I mean, the stuff you can do is crazy cool, as you can see. So that's why I consider this a Wild West. Play around with it, folks. You can create video articles. You can just do videos here. You can do just a slideshow. I do a daily quote. You can do short articles, long articles, videos, and combinations thereof that I'll show you in a little while. Okay? We spent a lot of time there on number 4, didn't we? Hope you got a lot out of, number 5, got a lot out of camping out on number 5. Which brings us to number 6, which is very similar to what we just did. Okay? You get to create multimedia content. All right? It's no longer, it really is amazing and fun, Carol, you're right. This is no longer text or audio or video or infographics or whatever. Okay? It's text and audio and video and slides and infographics. Do you know, those of you that are podcasters out there, Andrew, one of my insiders, do you know that you can take your embed code and put your podcast over here on LinkedIn publishing? It's a cool thing. All right. So playing with the multimedia a little bit. Let's go back over there. And we've kind of done that here, but let's do another one because this is just silly. Start a new article. Okay. Gonna go get our graphic. Right. I was talking about podcasting, so why not use that one, right? The cool thing is you can move your graphic around. So you can do like that right there. Okay. For a podcast, check out this week's podcast. Okay. And then you could put the podcast here. All right. Another thing you could do, all right, let's say that you wanted to go grab one of your infographics. Okay. And you've taken a screenshot of an infographic. Let me see if I can find one. Let's not do an infographic. Let's do this just for kicks and giggles. Okay. This is at our old house. One night I was goofing off with my bongos, and this is when I learned that beating on that rawhide that is part of the bongos really attracts Buddy. There he is trying to play bongos with me. Anyway, let's say this was an infographic. In fact, let me go get something else. I'll explain it better that way. So, easy as that, you can get rid of a graphic if you changed your mind. So let me get something that looks close to an infographic. All right, we'll play with this. Media worth being social about, engagement tips. Okay, so let's say there was steps here, like on an infographic. Okay, so here you could explain it. Okay, step 1, tip. Step 2, tip, and on and on. Okay, and then I could add And here's a quick video that shows you how to whatever, okay? And then boom, video, YouTube. Let's get something else. Okay, so here's a video about my top 5 content creation apps. Okay, I could do a whole article about this where here's the video. Okay, it could be a whole webinar. Okay, I said quick video, so let's keep to my word here. Let's find a quick video. Okay, here's a minute 31 video. How about that? Oh, what's that old tool called? I don't remember. Okay, so we're going to put the video link here. Hit return. And there's a quick little video. Okay, so yeah, you're right, Thomas. The sky is virtually not the limit anymore. That's right. Yeah, get your presence out there. Vicky says, yeah, this is inside LinkedIn for those of you that just got here. It's LinkedIn Publishing. Yeah, that's why you want to have a mix, Alan. If you did a longer video, somebody might not watch the whole thing, but that's why you mix it up with small ones. Okay, and I like how you guys are seeing how easy this is to use. Okay, now, so multimedia, all kinds of ways to deliver content, folks. And then reason number 7, I've shown you a few examples of this. Okay, let me go back into my old world. And in the days when Easy Articles was the place to drive traffic with your content. I was a member of theirs so early, my passcode's only 4 characters. All right, so here's one, a big fat lie, time heals all wounds. View on Easy Articles. From, well, dear God. See, this is a great example. I didn't do this on purpose. Believe me, I didn't. But look at all the distraction over here. I mean, good Lord. Yuck. But look at all the AdSense, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the rules, look at this. It jumps up over here. The rules here are that you can only have a link down at the bottom, as opposed to what we can do now. So you can put a link here, boom. You can link this. This can become a link. Okay, so you can link out, folks, to other content. You can link out to videos. You can link out to your blog. You can link out to an offer. I mean, why not? While in the middle of giving people 3 tips on how to do something, put in a little button that sends them to a product. Okay. Vicky, you could duplicate this content on your blog. Why not? The point of reason number 7 is you can have clickable links everywhere, right? And what I just showed you earlier with clickable links to other LinkedIn publishing articles, to videos on YouTube, to video articles on LinkedIn, you end up creating this web, and people are consuming your content and eventually are certainly going to, at the very minimum, join your list community and a lot of times purchase stuff. Okay. I think you've seen how this is fun doing this. Okay. And those of you that are artist types, the creativity here, I mean, I do know I've just scratched the surface. I look forward to what you guys do with this. Um, and then you guys in the insider circle, the social content insider circle, especially you guys as we go deeper, you guys are going to find ways that I've never even thought of. All right, so those are the top 7 ways. Now, I get it that your head's spinning, okay? Thomas, yeah, time to start. Beautiful. Time to start dominating my industry with articles here on LinkedIn. Way to go, Thomas. Julie just purchased articles by Julie at resultsnowdomains.com. What you want to do, and there's instructional videos in there, Julie, is forward it to the to your version of the link I put in the chat. Okay, and if that's not clear, reach out and I'll explain it. Okay, so given that, folks, have I delivered? Have I given you some strategies, tips, and tools, inspiration to go use this stuff? Yay or nay? In the Q&A. Vicky, LinkedIn Pulse and LinkedIn Publishing is the same thing. It used to be called Pulse. Now it's called Publishing. Carol says, absolutely awesome. Very much so. Thanks, guys. Cool. Never a doubt, says Thomas. I like that. All right. Now, what you've learned so far, would you say it's as valuable as a paid training? Did we just deliver diamonds? Yes, 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 sure would. Cool, very valuable. All right, now, what I want to introduce to you is something really cool, all right? Because this is just scratching the surface of what is available to you at a great deal. Okay, so we're introducing, again today, Social Content Insider Circle with Jeff Herring and Niall Nickel. My buddy Niall, those of you that have heard him know what a valuable source of social media marketing he is. No, Marty, it will not hurt you if you publish the same thing on LinkedIn and on your blog. No worries there. Okay, now, when you join Social Content Insider Circle, here's what you get. You get a mastermind Q&A session and spotlight consult each and every month. Okay, what the heck is a mastermind Q&A? See, in our Facebook group, people get to ask questions before our mastermind Q&A, and then we answer them. Okay, now here's the cool thing. I don't just answer your question. We don't just answer your question. We build your business around it. Social, yeah, I did get that wrong, didn't I, Marty? Thank you. Boom. Social Content Insider Circle. Social Content Insider Circle. You'll see that link again. Okay? We go in depth with our answers. And then in the Spotlight Consults, the entire focus of the group and the 2 leaders is on one person and a particular part of their business. And we make it a whole lot better. We do that once a month. Also, once a month, we have a strategy training session to keep you up to date with what's working on what we call the Big 6. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. You had a sample of that, and it was one small piece of LinkedIn, and I didn't show you most of what you can do. Remember, there's a social marketing genius tip coming up that'll blow you away with what you can do with it. And that's still coming as we continue to teach you good stuff through here. Let's see what else you're going to get. You get a private membership site. Can't make a training? Boom, it's in your members area, as there will be other trainings too. Okay? Maybe the ones we didn't do live with you guys, but we've added them in there. So a private membership site where you have all your access, and a private exclusive Facebook mastermind group so that you can have 24/7 access to masterminding and brainstorming. In other words, it doesn't matter where in the world you are. Somewhere in your time zone, we'll have people awake, right? And come in and ask a question. I love getting up in the morning and checking these Facebook masterminds and seeing the people that have been so generous with each other and helping each other um, while I'm sleeping or doing other stuff. Okay, that's one of the beauties of this. Okay, now if you want me to answer a specific question or Niall, you need to put our names in there so we'll get informed of it. But what you'll find out is the people in there are generous folks and will help you. So you get all kinds of help, both the group, the mastermind, and the leaders. All right. So that's pretty cool right there, isn't it? Yes or no? Pretty cool so far? I mean, would you like a place where you could go so that you don't have to keep up with everything? Someone else is doing it for you. Now, I need to give you a warning. There is a big Harley Davidson pulling in my driveway. That's my oldest son, and the dogs like to welcome him. So come here, buddy. Got a little treat for you. It might calm you down. There you go. So we'll just deal with that chorus in the background, and I am going to text John and let him know not to come in here singing and celebrating. Webinar. All right, so there we go. Now, so you guys agree that's pretty cool so far. All right, so I love it. The garage is right underneath my loft um, office, and my keyboard is vibrating to the Harley right now. So here's what you're getting. The Mastermind Q&A Spotlight Consult monthly is $297 value. Webinar training strategy sessions, $297 value. The members area, the Facebook Mastermind group, all $297, coming up to $1188 a month. Each of these trainings is with Jeff and Niall, not an assistant, not somebody else, us. Because we live this stuff every day, and we keep in front of it and find out about it, so you don't have to. Now, got bonuses. You get, when you come on board, a $197 value of the Social Content Secrets course, where Niall and I dug deep into the big six. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. And you will get many of our future courses absolutely free. I lowballed that at almost $1,600. Okay, there's going to be a lot of other courses that we'll sell that you'll get for free when you're in this insider circle. That's a $1,788 value. Now you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, is it going to be pricey? Stick with me. You add all that up, it's $29.76. We could do the famous webinar price of $19.97 or $9.97 or $4.97 or even $2.97. However, nope. Your webinar price is only $97 a month at Social Content Insider Circle. Okay. I've included that link already in your chat box, so you don't even got to type it in. But wait, folks, there is a better deal coming. If and only if you tell me, Jeff, move that slide. Yell that as loud as you can here in the Q&A, move that slide. Or just type MTS. Ryan, if you're already in ETM, you'll get all the updates, absolutely. And I'll be teaching that in here, but it's not, you don't get that course if you don't already have it. All right, move all those slides. All right, cool, here we go. It's just $27 a month, folks. That's it. Seriously, really. That's the launch beginning price. It's going to go up, but right now at that link, Social Content Insider Circle, that's also in your chat box. And if a few people would click on that for me, please, to let me know that it's working, that'd be great. Just $27 a month. Now, some people prefer to do it all in one chunk, which you can do. Now, if you do it all in one chunk, it's only $250. Thanks, Marty, it works. And you save $74. So you know you're committed, you know you want to do this, get a year's worth and save $74. That's really the best deal. All right. So it's 100% risk-free. Try it for 30 days. Money back guarantee. Our first training, our first Q&A is going to be on is going to be on. When is it going to be on, John? You don't know? Okay. It's going to be on February 20th, President's Day, our first Q&A next Monday. Okay. And then our first strategy training is going to be on March 6th. Okay. So there's your link, Social Content Insider Circle. Now, I promised you a LinkedIn publishing genius tip, didn't I? Remember that? Okay. Well, guess what? It all has to do with this blue circle with an arrow in it. Everything's there. Okay. We're going to take you back to the internet here. And let's see. Let's go to the article in which this was discovered. Okay. One day in my insider circle, I was teaching about it was in this article, yeah. I was teaching about I was using this article to teach about what we coined content wrapped SEO. So down here, and I was pointing out some things about this last sentence in my article, okay? And I highlighted it, just like you're seeing right now. Everybody with me? Everybody seeing this screen with the highlight? Give me a yay or nay in the chat, please. Yes, you guys got it? Okay, good. Thanks, Marty. And this funny little blue circle with an arrow in it popped up. Thanks, Jan. And so, like I do with a lot of things, I think, I wonder what happens when you press that. Okay? That's why this is a perfect job for me. Things that used to get me in trouble when I was little. I wonder what happens when you push that button, Daddy. You push this button, and look what happens. This pops up where you can repurpose a quote from your content on LinkedIn or Twitter and drive tons more traffic to your content. So you decide which one. LinkedIn, this pops up, okay? Here, I'll move it over here better into the screen. This pops up. So the title pops up and the sentence is going to come out as an update. Welcome aboard to everybody that's coming on board, including John McDermott and lots of other folks I'll try to get to. So here's the quote, the highlighted quote right here. You can decide to share it with public or just with your connections. I'm going to share it with public. I'm going to do this live. Okay. You can post to groups that you're in. You can send it to individuals as well with a message. Okay. Now, so let's time this before I really send it out. Okay. Let's say you've got a piece of content and you've got links to opt in and you've got links to buy stuff in there and you want to get it out there, right? Right. So you come over here and say, oh, this is a pretty cool thing I'm saying. Yeah, here, let's time it. Okay, somebody here, let me do my stopwatch. Okay. On my phone. This is where I was timing Caleb the other night in the 100-yard dash. Okay, boom. I come over here. I highlight it. I choose LinkedIn. Pull it over here so you guys can see it better. I choose public. There's the quote. I hit share. Now, it's successfully shared in under 20 seconds. Welcome aboard, Mary Jo. And then some others too. Now, Mary Jo will work this out later, but remember, insiders, look in your Facebook group because you guys get a insiders deal. Okay. Karen says, even I can do that. Yep. You got it. Okay. And you can do the same thing at Twitter. Okay. Let's just do it. Okay. Now, it's going to be a long quote, right? It's too many characters, right? So I'm going to do this. Still too many. Get that out of there. Okay. part of what's taken up is the link, right? So you can make the link smaller, you can cut out some of this other stuff, but boom. Okay, now that's just sent out on Twitter to send people to this article. They're going to read this content, okay? And they've got two choices down here at the bottom. They can join my daily Go Use This Stuff marketing update, or they can go buy the custom content wizard, okay? Yep, the quote links right back to the article, June, absolutely. Okay, can you do bigger stuff? Sure. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, gated content. Here are a few examples. All right, now, of course, this one's not going to go on Twitter because it's too big, right? But boom, here's your update on, whoops, stop it. Oh, it's getting caught on that word. Okay, here's your update right here. Okay, I'll even do it for you. Okay, boom. It's shared as an update. Okay, so there you go. Is that easy and cool or what? Now, you guys tell me, does that qualify as a genius tip for today? Yay or nay in the Q&A? Yes, it does. Thank you, Jan. All right, so back to our slides. Now, seriously, you get all this for $27 a month, or you can do it for a year at $250, right? If you're on this webinar, you came here not because the pool was closed, right? So you're interested in this. And $27 is less than you'd spend on a meal for two at some crappy chain restaurant, right? $250 is less than you'd spend in a weekend of traveling, okay? For all this good stuff you get to go earn and profit and get more money, all right? So my goodness. Now, here's the time for questions. If you've asked one I did not get to, please ask it again. It's just because you guys are so beautifully interactive, which I appreciate. All right, let me show you a couple things here while the questions are coming in. All right, so here's our very rough draft sales page. There's a lot more coming to this, but basically it shows you what everything you're getting. It's my simple sales page. Here's what we've got for you. Here's what it'll do for you. Here's what you want to do next. So monthly option, get started now. Yearly option, get started now. Simple as that, kids. Here's our social content insider circle as people are joining and becoming a part. There's Dennis. There you go. And here's where you want to go, folks. Social content insider circle. Come on board. Okay. Now, here's what's going to happen. When I am done with this webinar, okay, when I am done with this webinar, I'm going to make sure that everybody that's come on board gets hooked up, okay? It's supposed to happen automatically. Sometimes it doesn't. So give me a little bit of time, and I'll get you guys taken care of. There it is, Karen. Thank you. Karen asked, how do you decide on the types of articles to write, the content, the focus? I pull it, Karen, from my transformation process. So what are the steps you take people through to help them get the result they want? I take people through content creation, social visibility, traffic generation, list building, and product creation. So I'm going to pull from one of those, okay? And I want to have a variety of stuff. I want to have it in text, audio, and video, okay? Mary Jo will help you start. That's the whole point of being on the inside. The membership site is still in development. We've got the Facebook group up, and we start next week. And let's see, George, why you'd want articles by George. Okay, let's say that you're out in public and somebody asks what you do, or you're on you're being interviewed on a webinar or a teleseminar or a podcast, and you quickly want to send people to opt in for something and get a glimpse of what you do, and at a place where they can join you, you just say, go on over to articlesbygeorge.com and check out some of my articles and videos. And what they'll come see, George, is something like this. Not like that, and not like that. They'll see something like, what a concept. I'll just type in articles by Jeff. What an idea. And you forward it to this page in your LinkedIn. And it looks like a website. It's your own blog on LinkedIn. And then people can come in here and boom, you read this article and then get invited to join my daily go use this stuff update. Okay. And what we also said, George, before you came around, is that you can pay $14 for that domain at GoDaddy and get really good customer service, or you can pay $10 at resultsnowdomains.com, resultsnowdomains.com. That's my reseller account, and you get the very same customer service for $4 less. Okay, so June, I publish something every day. Every day I'm publishing my little update, my go use this stuff quote, where I just take a quote and talk about it. Okay, and so there's just a couple lines about that quote. Okay, and then 2 or 3 times a week I want to get a small article in, something like this one. And then once a week, I don't always make it, I want to get a longer article in. Okay, Julie, there is a link right up here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's linkedin.com/today/author/my name. Okay. And I will put it again into the chat so you can look at it. That's where your little blog page like this is going to show up. You just change the last, everything after the last / where it's my name, put yours, and that's where you forward it to. Okay, Alan's going, I've got a profile for financial services, but I'm in dating and making money online. Separate those, Alan. Okay. Pick the lowest hanging fruit from our conversations. I would say it's a dating one. And focus on that. Then you can build the others out. Mary Jo's asking, articles by Mary Jo or articles by Dr. Mary Jo Wagner? I'd go by articles by Mary Jo. It's shorter, easier to say. People are going to forget articles by Mary Jo Wagner. They just will. All right. So again, if you've asked a question I've not gotten to, please ask it again, because it's just because you guys are so interactive. Julie, you'll get a link like this after you've had a few articles up. You got to get a few articles published up. And again, it doesn't have to be some big long article. Pull a quote that you like and give a couple tips about the quote. And there, you're up and you're on LinkedIn. Okay. Let's see here. Got it. All right. I'm sure there's a way, Michael, to embed the LinkedIn feed into your website. Like I said earlier, I'm not a LinkedIn expert. Niall is. I'm just a LinkedIn publishing expert. Sorry about that. I can find out the answer to that for you. Although why do you want to do it? I mean, at jeffherring.com, I don't have links out to my social media because I spend so much time trying to get people over to my blog. Why send them somewhere else? But if that's what you want to do, I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm just forwarding it, Ryan. It's not domain masking. I'm just forwarding the articles by Jeff to that LinkedIn page, just like every week. Okay. Just this morning, no, yesterday, for Results Now webinars, I forwarded it to this page where you guys signed up. Okay. And you can change forwarding as many times as you want. It's a cool little thing you can do. George, you can go public. It's public. All right. I don't do the extra stuff for private info domain. Um, I don't care about people finding my address. I really don't. Um, Mostly because we got dogs and guns, and if anybody would sneak in this house, you better hope the guns get to you first. So anyway, any other questions as we're wrapping up here? Yeah, Ryan, the end goal is to get people to my website or sales page. Yeah, absolutely. And so they consume this content, okay? They consume this content, right? There's 3 types of profitable content. Let's check that out. Okay. Oh, so there's free content and gated content. What the heck is that? And then there's fee content. Oh, okay. And so I can learn more from this guy. Cool. I'll click here. Oh, wait a minute. There's an easy way to make my content. Okay. Welcome aboard, Alan. Boom. You click on that. So yeah, your end goal is always to get them to join your list community and to invest in your stuff, right? Okay. You guys want a little bonus tip? Anybody want a bonus just for the heck of it tip? Just say yes or no. If you want me to go away, I can stop now. Okay, yes, please. I want to show you how to do something very easy that I made up last week just piddling around one afternoon. Okay, so let's go over to Instagram and show you where this started. Okay. Look familiar? Let's see, which one did I do this with? Yeah, okay. So I was piddling around one afternoon and thought, okay, I want to get up something on Instagram. And here we go. Folks are asking for the link over in the chat box again. Hang on a second. I shall deliver that unto you in just a moment. Copy, paste, and the all-important send. All right, there it is again. All right, so I wanted to put something on Instagram and do a little teaching real quick. And so it was a notion that if you add a question mark to the subject line in your email, it gets open more. Okay, so boom. Okay, so let me make this bigger for you if I can. There we go. All right, so some little emoticons. Get your emails open more often by adding just one character to your subject line. Yes, and I just demonstrated it for you. See, the question mark. Add a question mark to any email subject line and you'll increase your opt-in rate. And then you got all the hashtags to bring traffic. So look, got all this interaction here. Okay, so I looked at that and I went, huh, that's a pretty easy way to do a Instagram update. What if I took that over to LinkedIn and just expanded it a bit? No, go back up. There it is. Add one character to your subject lines. Boom. Same graphic, header on LinkedIn. Okay. Increase your open rates. And there's some hashtags. Add one character to your subject lines. And here's just that statement. Without a question mark, with a question mark, which subject line wins? The second one wins. Pretty powerful little tweak, huh? Why it works. And so then I just explain why it works. And then here's your prescription. Use this one in your next email subject line. And then I'm inviting them to opt in. Okay. So I know that took less than a half hour. I've got content on Instagram and I've got content over here on LinkedIn Publishing driving traffic for people to join my community. And to tell you how good this works, I've been kind of giggling every time I go to send an email, which is kind of often for me, yes. It shows me how many people are currently in the list community. Well, every time I go over there, it's grown by leaps and bounds because of what I'm showing you right now. Okay, this stuff on LinkedIn, I also showed you a little bonus with Instagram, and how you can use the same thing interchangeably. And no, that is not duplicate content on duplicate content. That's called repurposing. Two very different things. And so this works, folks. And really, if you got value out of this short little webinar today, just looking at one simple piece, think about how much other value you get in the social content insider circle, right? Because, listen, think about this now. LinkedIn publishing, LinkedIn publishing is just one small piece of LinkedIn. LinkedIn publishing is just one small piece of LinkedIn. With me so far? Okay. We focus on the insider circle, on the big six. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I love the way you teach on your webinars. Appreciate that. We focus on the big six, okay? Where the traffic comes from, okay? And Ryan's getting ready to come on board and says, awesome that I can now always stay up to date as an insider. Yeah, absolutely. We do the work for you. Nyla and I live this stuff. We do this all day long. Anyway, what the heck was I talking about? I was responding to Ryan. Somebody bring me back. What was I talking about? Insider circle. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got it. The big six, the sites that get the most traffic, okay, are as follows: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay? We will go deep on all of those as things change. We will keep you up to date, both in our webinars and in the members area. Okay? You don't have to worry that you're using something that worked 3 years ago. Thank you, Ryan, for that reminder. Now, what a lot of people teach you online is what worked for them to get them where they were a year ago. Okay? There's 3 types of teachers online. The first type, they've gone to a workshop or watched a webinar about something. They've never done it, but they're going to teach you to do it. For that, you follow my RLH prescription, which means run like hell. Okay? You're not going to learn anything. Don't spend your money there. Second type, approach with caution, because they're the folks that have done it. They're going to teach you about it, but they're no longer doing it. Okay? They're no longer doing, which means they don't know what the current stuff is. And then the folks I invest my income with to learn more stuff, and I encourage you to, are the third type of teacher that they've done it, they're teaching you about it, and they do it every day. And that's who Niall and I are, to keep you guys on the cutting edge. You have 2 choices over on the sales page at Social Content Insider Circle. $27 a month. Think of all the things you can buy for $27 that aren't anywhere near as valuable as this. Or get the whole year for $250 and save $74. June has another question. Can you share more than one statement from an article using the little blue circle arrow? Oh, yeah. You can go over and should go over, June, on a regular basis and share as many statements as you want. I mean, let's say you do one good article a week. Here, thank you, June. This is such a cool tip. Okay, so let's say you've created a cool article on LinkedIn. All right. And now let's get a little bit of a bigger one. Let's say you do that on a Sunday. All right. As part of your leisurely Sunday, you create yourself an article. And actually, the best day is to put out articles on LinkedIn. Full articles is Monday. June, what you got to do is highlight it, and up pops that arrow. Okay. So let's say you've done this on Sunday. For the next week, Monday through Saturday, you can come here and highlight stuff and repurpose it over on LinkedIn and Twitter, and all week long drive people to this article. So yeah, you can do it as much as you want. All right, Mary Jo, just got articles by Mary Jo. Good for you. Oh no, you get the membership site is not complete yet. Everybody that's come on board, listen carefully. Okay. The first thing I do after I do these events is I make sure everybody is all connected. That's what I will do as soon as I hang up. Now, the only exception is I've got to leave the house in 35 minutes or so, okay? Because there's a couple meetings tonight. You will be inside. You should be inside right away because it's easy to make sure everybody's hooked up. You'll get access to um, the Facebook group. You'll get access to the Social Content Secrets course. Uh, in the Facebook group is last week's replay. I'll also put this one in there. And you'll get a link to join us on Monday for our first training. And then when the members area is completed, which will happen this weekend, you'll get in there too. So you can get started tonight, okay? Probably right away before 6. Maybe it might take later till before my head hits the pillow tonight. So no worries there. All right, Gene is on board. Thank you, Gene. Welcome aboard. Thank you, Julie. Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern, Ryan. Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay? So, welcome to everybody that's on board. Let me see if I can catch some more people and call out some names because that's always so much fun. Let's see. There's Gene. Welcome aboard. All right. So, very cool. Very cool. Glad you guys are here. Niall and I are super excited about doing this. This is going to become quite the community. All right. So, as always, thank you for hanging out with us. A lot of places you could be. Chose to be with us, and that is always an honor. Go get this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, at socialcontentinsiderscircle.com. Again, socialcontentinsiderscircle.com. And as always, go use this very stuff. And we'll catch you next time. Ryan says 7 o'clock is 1 a.m. the next day for him in Rotterdam. Well, you can stay up and hang out with us, and we'll keep you awake, or you can catch it the next day. Okay, Carol, if that PayPal problem persists, just reach out. We'll fix it. You know. All right. Go use this stuff, folks. I'll leave this slide up for a little bit so you can continue ordering. And I'm going to go make sure everybody's on board. Everybody that's on board is inside.